Hi, how's everybody? I know it's been a while. A lot of you know that I been moving, so the moving process is not that easy. We're still unboxing and all that kind of stuff. Anyway, so let's get to it. I wanted to do a reading about a relationship, and the relationship is actually connected to the previous video. Do you guys remember the previous video that I just had? If you don't, you need to check it out, or you don't have to. But if you guys remember it, it was about a relationship. And do you remember how we got the whip, and we got the snake, and we got the fox? So let me give you an update. She came back and she told me that basically the whole summer, the whole summer she told me that they actually, there was a lot of lies, there was a lot of betrayals, there was a lot of painful acts and painful words, and it was going on repeat, and they broke up more than once, and they get back, and they broke up, and they got back, and they broke up. And so if you guys, it was the whip, if I remember, whip, snake, fox, and scythe. So the whip here, it was like, it was like a repeat breakup, like more than one breakup. So I wanted to tell you like about that feedback, how the whip came, explaining to us that, the whip at the beginning and at the end there was a scythe. So whip and scythe, whip the first card and the scythe at the last card. So those two cards, it was like kind of like a repeating of that breakup, that repeat of the hurt, repeat of. I wanted to tell you, and actually to repeat and reiterate about the first card, the middle card, and the last card, and how these three cards are like your main, very important, like always, like put them together. And when you have a spread of 5, let's say. So it was basically on starting, when you start with that whip card, it's going on repeat. It's like a repeated abuse, or a repeated that pain, that because it ended with that thigh. So, and what she was explaining to me, she kept on getting hurt, and they don't talk for a long time, and then they talk, and then she would get hurt again. And so it was like very painful, and so many times, they were like not talking, and now they're like talking again. And she comes and she's like, so you know how you did that reading and it was up until August? Can you tell me like what's gonna happen from now till after? And I'm like, okay, that's what we do, right? Relationships are not easy, and it's not a black and white. Usually there's a lot of gray areas, and there's so much that goes into a relationship. So what I wanted to do with you guys right now is I wanted to pull cards for the next, let's say, what are we in right now? End of October, November, December. Let's say from now till January or December, January, end of December, January. Let's do that one. So I'm gonna shuffle. So we will be shuffling. I will be shuffling while closing my eyes and focusing on my client, getting into the zone, closing my eyes, focusing on my client and the relationship between her and her boyfriend. And then I'm going to put a context that I want to know, what is it that she needs to know? What is it that she is going to expect from this relationship between her and her boyfriend from now till New Year's? So that's what we were gonna do from now till New Year's. And then I have my client and her boyfriend, and what is it to expect. I'm gonna do a quick box spread, and I don't have I just like to do random, whatever I feel. So let's see, what is she going to expect? What I like to do is I always like to go in the middle and then turn that one in the middle. Wow, okay, she's in the middle. So that is her. Let's see what she's going to expect. So there's still going to be some alienation. I like to go to the last one to see, man. Should we do that, or should we go through that? Yeah, let me see that. Whew, so this is a separation. This is separation. This is a separation. This is definitely separation. We have alienation here, we have separation here. Let's see during this month. Okay, so we have the whip, the key, the dog, the bear, the ring. So that actually is good. And the cloud. So when you look really fast at this and you take a really quick look and a quick reading, so right away here I can see there's going to be some alienation, there's going to be some good time, and there's a separation, but this is actually through a commitment. So it's not a commitment, it's actually when two people agree, there's an agreement, some sort of an agreement, and this is like a strong agreement about going separate ways, but probably staying close, staying friends. So they're going to go through this looks like another tiff. So I'm gonna tell her there's going to be another repeat of what was happening before. So you're not done. There's going to be repeated, but it's actually important because this time you are actually gonna come through it with a good agreement, and maybe your relationship is going to be stronger, but in a different form. So your relationship is going to change into a different form, which is actually better. I really like that this key is right here, and the dog. So the key here with the dog, tells me that this is like something very karmic and a very a soulmate kind of very important relation, very important thing that's going to happen. Very important. It's a very important time in her life and for her journey. Whatever's going on here, this is important. She shouldn't take it lightly. It's very important. She should actually put the time in. When this happens again, maybe she needs to like think more, because it's very important. She needs to like take this to another level of thinking, not keep looping into the same old pattern. And this looks like it's going to change. I really like this, actually. I like it. I mean, it's going I see and feel, and this is what I feel. It's like, so this is so I wanted to pull 3 cards just to give her an advice on how to navigate the situation right here for the next few months. The best way. What is the best advice? Sun, Lily. And the last card. Oh dear. Okay. Not bad, not bad, not bad. So, the sun. Stay positive, Lily. Patient, and your positivity, make it like stretch to a longer time, because with the lily, you know, it's the lily kind of stretches it, like takes it and goes. And then the last one was the mountain. And remember, the mountain as an advice is basically stick to your guns and don't be moved, and don't let things sway you. Just have your true belief and stick to your truth, stick to your basically don't let the clouds move you left and right. Stay solid. So this is the best advice. And so yeah, we'll see. So the main reason I'm doing this video is actually I wanted to talk about the whip, and how the whip, the factor of the repetitive action and repeating a situation, and how and I wanted to give feedback on that reading. And now the whip came back again, and if you noticed, it came back at the beginning again. So that means there's a situation that's going to be repeated all over again. And then since it was at the beginning of the whole column, this is not going away anytime soon. This whole thing, it's not going away anytime soon, this whole relationship. And then when we have people coming to us with these relationship, and then you look at it and you're like, oh my God, what is she doing with them? What is she doing with them? We can't judge at all, because everybody is on the path. Each one of us have a different lesson to learn, a different challenge, a different class, and sometimes we need to go through certain things to get to another place, so we can get to a different level. And so each one is on different. We cannot judge. And I have a lot of readers that give the reading with judgment and all that kind of stuff, and they come and tell me we have to take ourselves aside. So this is a very hard relationship for her, and it's not going to be easy. It's not going to be easy, and it's going to be repeating a lot. But it's actually, if you remember, there was the whip, and underneath it there was a key. So whatever that repeat is happening is important. The key was underneath it. Whatever's going on is actually important and needs to happen. So this whole thing, it might look bad on the outside, and you might see it bad when you're going through it, but it's actually a good thing. And this is how we need to explain it, that it's actually important and it's good. And the pain, whatever pain you're gonna go through, it's transforming you, it's transforming that relationship, and it's going to transform that relationship into actually it looks like a better relationship, an agreement, and it's gonna change. It's not gonna be the same relationship, but that relationship is not going anywhere. You're still gonna have a relationship with that person, but it's going to be different. It's not gonna have the same appearance, texture, rules, all that kind of stuff. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. So if you enjoyed this video, please share, like, subscribe, comment, and let me know what you think. See you next time.